Our interpolation is basically the translation of that 254 DALI steps into an endless amount of steps which we need to dim smooth all the way down to dark.
Welcome at Tech Talk. Today me and Stefan will explain interpolation. Stefan, can you explain what is interpolation and what's the value for our customer?
eldoLED uses interpolation to dim smooth from 100% all the way down to dark. If you want to dim from 100% all the way down to dark, you need a huge amount of steps to make it look smooth. What you see on most of the control systems is that the step size of those control systems is pretty big. What we do with our interpolation technology is we ensure that the dimming of the LED is not related to the step size of the control system. So interpolation helps us to make our dimming in such a way that we as eldoLED are in control of the dimming and the smoothness of it.
Okay, so you smoothen down the steppiness of the controls so you don't see it in the light.
If you look into control systems, the step size is basically defined based on the protocol we're using for dimming. So with 0 to 10 volt, the dimming tends to have an analog endless amount of resolution. With DALI, you're limited to 254 steps. Our interpolation is basically the translation of that 254 DALI steps into an endless amount of steps which we need to dim smooth all the way down to dark.
What product lines do we use interpolation?
In every eldoLED product is interpolation, because to dim smooth you definitely need interpolation no matter what control system you're using.
Okay, but I can imagine if you have the power drive and the linear drive that you want to set your own interpolation level for high speed, highly dynamic settings and dynamic, or you want to do really smooth architectural fades.
What we did in our products is we basically defined if the customer has a benefit controlling the interpolation itself, or if we can better do it from our side. What you see on DALI and 0 to 10 volt controls, those control systems are mainly used for white light applications. With white light applications, people always want a smooth dimming behavior. So in those products we have defined the correct amount of interpolation to ensure that smooth dimming. If you look into power drive products and linear drive products, those products are used in multiple applications. It can be a theater where I want smooth dimming, but it can also be a discotheque where I want a flashy and a really
highly dynamic light
dynamic environment. And if you have too much interpolation, it tends to be not dynamic anymore. So in those type of products, you definitely want to control the amount of interpolation yourself. With DALI, we simply stick to the DALI 2 standard. The step size there is defined up front. The resolution is defined up front. So in those applications, we can simply define the right amount of interpolation directly from the factory.
So that's clear to me. If you have any more questions regarding interpolations, please contact us.